Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Let's do a run here. All right. Primordium last run. It was a pretty tough run if I remember. Let's do a full random sweep and see what we get. Hopefully no base ass Pyre heart. Okay. I mean, I do like Mushroom Clan. He is very good. I will probably not go for the trample version of him, because I think the trample version of him is garbage. We'll go for the other ones, which I think are just way better, at least for the early scaling. The problem I have with the the trample sleigh, is for your starting deck, you probably don't have very good things to propagate even to begin with, so. We have Rot, Entombed Explosive, Paraffin Thug, Big Room. I like Paraffin Thug. Infinite Energy. Yeah, that seems real good. We'll go Infinite Energy. And we don't even have the option for the other version of him. We have Harvest, Gain Regen and Rage, and Rally +1 attack permanently. Have I been fully down the Harvest path? I have Regen 3 and Rage 4 on Harvest. It's fine. The idea being that when your mushrooms die, it buffs him and makes him a tank. He's going to be your tank for the floor, which is a little weird because then you're not really using your mushrooms as scaling the damage fuel, but he can scale his regen and rage pretty nicely. I guess, like, what I don't see is why you would ever take this when you could take Hiveminder. If you take the 3 paths, you could have 500 HP and 500 damage. You know how long it takes to get that amount of health and regen and rage on the Executioner path? Yeah, like, I'll just go this one. As much as I want to pretend like it's worth taking the other path, and it could be, this is just the best path for the champion. I don't see that being false. So why would I ever want to take not the best path? I could gain rage or permanently scale my damage. Why wouldn't I want to just permanently scale my damage? That's way better. I would take that permanent scaling all freaking day. Especially because there's so many synergies around the mushrooms. All right, we'll play you. And I don't even have to care if the mushrooms really die. They're not really meant to be tanks here. I'm just playing the mushrooms to play the mushrooms. Okay, we're at least killing one of those guys. His Harvest Path is honestly the worst, says Pissed Off Ewoks. Really? His best option is Permascale 2 and Slay 1. So I would agree. I would absolutely agree. But I actually think that here's what I want, okay? What I want is all of the paths to have a point to take them to level 3, right? I don't see that on the trample path. I think he's such a bad unit at the beginning of the game with trample. You have a lot of HP, unfortunately. The Rot will kill you. Excellent. Because he's so unlikely to get any kill with... Are you gonna get so much rage when you kill my troop stacks? You gain rage 1. Yeah, the Slay Trample, he does so little damage and the trample is honestly hitting too many high health units. I would never take the first tier of that to access the second and third tier of that. Yeah, so But that's just from my own perspective. I have not really played this game that much. Perhaps I will find a better use for it later at some point. It's possible. Draft or Dripfall? I do like the Descend days. I like being able to keep enemy units around a little bit longer to hit them a little bit more with Rot. The Draft is really nice though. It is really good as a unit. Primitive Mold, you can bring it back, put it on a floor where it's just hitting hard. You know, no Ember, I'll take the Draft. We're also filled with the Mold cards. Let's lean into that. And we don't really care too much about unit upgrades. Paraffin Thug, if we can get multi-strike. General upgrades on the Draft, yes. But I think we want to make cards better and cheaper. Rot, even -2 in Consume, I would take it. Then we get Under Legion units, which are really nice for the synergies that we are trying to employ. And Cluster Kernel is just one of the best units in the entire game related to this champion. So, and we got pretty much what I was hoping for. Intrinsic and -1. You know, I do like that on a Rot because we can ensure that one floor of enemies are dying while we build up the rest of the floors. I do like that. I would even make it free. Well, we can. We can make maybe this one double stack. I have Pyre Tap. I'm dumb. We can absolutely play any card we want. Let's double stack the one that doesn't consume, and we'll make this one cheap. All right, I don't know what I was thinking. We can take Calcified Embers. We can just play them. Okay, I'm caught up now. The Monster Train 1 clans might be getting some stuff at some point to help boost them. I would honestly be surprised if that was not the case, because they don't have equipment and they don't have rooms, do they? Let's... How much damage are we reliably doing to the enemies? Enough? I don't know. Let's... Enemy units are appearing on each floor, right? We can put Paraffin Thug up here to get some kills, and we'll start rallying mushrooms. We're gonna have to use some spells to take care of these guys, or let the Pyre do some work. That's not a huge problem. You need to get rotted. And with 20 health, we could probably get a mushroom going here, especially with the extra spawn. That's okay. We're gonna take a little bit of damage, and the Pyre's gonna take a little bit, but we're doing this for the gold. It's been hush-hush if there's anything in the works. I'd imagine so. I can't kill you. I wish I could. I can't kill you. I wish I had more capacity. Our big capacity floor was filled up with the mushroom, unfortunately. Which meant that maybe there was room to put a bomb to blow up another Forsaken so that I could actually get the collector on this turn. As is, the conscript here won't have enough health to survive to attack. Yeah. All right. Wait, you're gonna do more damage. You're gonna kill. You killed the draft. Bit of a mistake on my part. That's okay. Now we can do some damage. I guess, you know what? We should have maybe... No, this is fine. But we could play the Paraffin Thug down here, and when he dies, reform him. That's not a big problem. All right. Methinks you will die. And we have 44 decay out on you very quickly. On spawn, or on extinguish, spawn 4. Sap and propagate all units. I don't really have any debuffs, but propagate is fine. Targeted mold, I think we do want a descend. So I will take it, even at the cost of a calcified ember. And I think I might go for another under Legion unit Merchant of Magic. Keep upgrading these spells. On rally, apply decay to enemy units. Yes! That's huge. And heal your Pyre is a really nice thing to have on an expensive spell because it counteracts the Pyre tap. So now I kind of regret making a rot consume. But we could put this on like a drip fall, I guess. It's something. Probably not like super useful, but it's something. I guess let's make you, we could just re-roll. Spell chain -2 in consume. Intrinsic. Spell chain rot is not bad. It's a lot of decay on units that you might need to kill. -2 in consume, we can just put that on anything. -1 in intrinsic. Again, on a rot is kind of interesting, but it's unnecessary. Maybe an eager conscript just to get him out. So that you know you can get one out. And, sure. A better rot. Worthy sacrifice. Reanimate. Summon add a copy of this unit to your hand that costs 1 more. A cooldown of 2 to sacrifice the unit to gain 3 energy. Reanimate 3. On summon, add a copy of this unit to your hand that costs 1 more. I mean, double cluster kernel would be great. This event. I've never come to this event with good units to fit the sigils. It's a secret. Oh, is there a black goat I can add to my deck, or a cat? Do I have to sacrifice a unit 13 times? Add a copy of this unit to your hand that costs 1 more. I'm thinking of that with maybe like cluster kernel. It's a lot of energy, but we can afford it. And that's a lot of scaling on our champion, like a lot. A copy of this unit to your hand that costs +1. Can you keep summoning it over and over again? Like, would Fecundity add Fecundity to the copy of the unit? Because you can keep getting copies of it? Because if so, then I could play as many summon kernels as I want, right? I need to put all 3 sigils on 1 card. That's what I need. Because if it makes another copy with the symbol on it, then I can keep making copies of it. The problem is that's way too much energy. Worthy sacrifice, I could put it on a bomb, you know, but who cares? Reanimate is nice, just I guess to like keep the spore launcher alive. He'll probably be a pseudo tank, but let's try Fecundity. It's weird. Total misplay. That one is at least the most interesting, especially if I descend a mushroom stack, does it still cause rally? Or did they patch that out? Yeah, reanimate on a bomb would have been good too. but I think we're gonna have enough damage. Middle floor is a big floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you do just keep getting copies of him forever. Okay, I kind of like that. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny and fun. Okay, I do need to play a couple more units though, so let's get them out. Because you're a bit of a problem. I could just rot your ass. That's actually not too bad. On Rally it decays. So there you go. And then let's descend you. You can be on the big floor. Get this out of the deck. Rot you. Rot you. I know we're spending our health, but whatever. Look up your kernel now in the deck. Yeah, he's still there. Propagate still triggers rally. I still wonder if they patched out the descending triggers rally. I can't remember if they did or not. I actually don't want to put the bomb down. I don't want to kill all the units. I want them to get killed by Paraffin Thug. Even though we haven't really upgraded Paraffin Thug to do what we need him to do. I still want him. Propagate 2. I mean, that's just a spawn. And double rally. You're gonna hit the Pyre for 5. I do hate the amount of enemies in this game that hit the Pyre directly. I can keep you alive down here, I think. Maybe? I mean, if you burn out, will you hit the Pyre? I don't know. You do? Okay, well, that wasn't smart. What's funny is that you're actually dead. Alright, well, see you later. Evergrowth, Endless, trigger and extinguish ability without killing it. We don't have extinguish. We don't need endless. Like, yeah, it doesn't really fit. We just want a big floor that kills everything. The regen in the sap is kind of nice. Put that on the mushroom, keep the mushroom regenning, because they will get regen from the armor, so if we can keep them going for longer, why not? I would probably add that. It's also good for sap. Oh, and the Hinoki is so good. Ah, but the bounty stalkers, I wish I took the endless book now. You gotta take bounty stalker. Probably don't need capacity. Might go energy, just so we can afford more of our units. I know we have the Pyre tap, but I'd still rather, you know, not use my Pyre health that much. We'll upgrade our units as much as we can, even though we don't have a lot of cash. Large stone, smidge stone, no money for it. Start buffing your health. You're already a 120 damage unit. So burnout, I don't really like on the bounty stalker because I can't remove the burnout. But a smidge stone on the cluster kernel. I do kind of like that. Yeah. I also like, you know, that on the Spore Launcher is also really nice. Put it in the front. Decay constantly. It's not bad. Good for the AoE. All right. All units propagate at the end of the turn. Quick, fragile. I mean, the only one we would want with quick is the champion, which is not a bad idea, but I don't think we need him to be quick. Bounty Stalker quick could attack and then die, but that's not really getting value from this. Probably just go propagate. Build up one big floor. We have not, like, we need more money. Money has been really hard to come by on this run, even though we have a Paraffin Thug. Now, non-boss enemy units get multi-strike. Are these the units we're going to be facing in this combat? I don't know. Probably, because it's dire defenses, but sometimes it's lies. Let's assume that they are who we're fighting. Multi-strike is not that bad. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it, Ewoks. There's a little thing there. I kind of see it. Some little boxes. But it's been so long since I played the game, I forget what that indicates. But I see that there's a little mark on the card now. What does it mean? I don't know. I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're gonna play you down here again. So you. Why not play you first? You. And then Thug can just descend. You're here for damage, and honestly, let's get you dying. I like that. Get you going. We have enough damage. Let's ice you. And try not to take too much fire damage. Okay, we have a lot on this floor right now. Good lord. Decay 2 on Rally, huh? There you go. I don't need units to die on the middle floor. We don't have an infectory. I don't need to do damage here. I can just put this here. Eight. I mean, they do a lot of damage, but we heal a lot with our mushroom stack. We've got the ideal synergy for buffing our champion. And if we luck into trample, things are gonna die. Sorry, book. -2, -2, -2, -2, -2, -2, -2. That's a lot of death. All right, I see. Let's see if we can luck into. Nah, we didn't. I was kind of hoping we could luck into the Bounty Stalker, which might not be the be-all, end-all of what we're doing here. However, I do love a very small amount of decay on everybody. And let's give you a buff. More regen. It might matter. I don't really care about how much damage you deal. That's not what you're here for. All right, pretty easy. The two big decay cards that we have are really nice for punching through specific enemies we don't like. And then it's just, oh yes. And then it's just all about the Mushroom Man and his floor. I mean, he already gained 70 health. I really like Mortal Entrapment. Dazing enemies is really handy. It's even better, I think, in Monster Train 2, because we can... Well, can we proliferate daze? Hold on. Accept daze. Okay, you can't proliferate it or propagate it, but because of the Pyre does so much more damage in Monster Train 2, I do like it. I do think it is a buff. See, now I'm curious about this, because it's got the marks on the card. Like, what if I duplicate it? Do we get a mushroom event where we can merge the card? I don't know. Maybe. That would be really funny. We do have a lot of possible cluster kerneling. Version of trinkets, removal, artifact, equipment. Let's go equipment. We can make something deployable. Dude, sap. I love it. What do we have? Melee weakness, life steal. Already finished Archeon. Meat shield is nice, but if we sap the top and sap the bottom, nothing's gonna hit the Pyre. I kind of love that. We don't need meat shield. We're getting enough health on the mushrooms. Overgrowth carapace. We do have a tiny spore launcher, and eventually we're gonna want him on the floor. Do you think we can maybe make this work? Maybe. Damage is always equal to maximum health, -1 spells. That's a whiff. But I will deploy the... I think I'd most rather deploy Mushroom. Sap the enemies before they even move up. I like that. I do like that. Let's purge. I don't really want stewards, because they're just going to fill up the mold pile. And then for duplication, this is something I've been thinking about. I don't really have anything good to duplicate, I don't think. But, like, quick damage rot is, I guess, something. You know? Second loam coat is just, I think, unnecessary. We don't need another cluster kernel. Although it is funny, maybe we can get the mushrooms on the top floor and just descend them to the bottom floor. And you know what? It is maybe going to do something. I don't know, but I'm very curious now. You haste to the top, but only yourself. You don't enchant haste. Yo, I love the big capacity we have down here. So. I got a plan. You first. There's no capacity. Oh, bother. Well, you can come out and die. You can come out and get some kills. But I also need a cluster kernel up here. Look, I'm sorry for the HP loss. But we have things to do. Oh, I can't even play it. That's fine. In that case, dump it, play it. Don't need to rot him. Get the sap going. I'm really curious as to the descend. And we have the opportunity to try it here. So, you're 2-on-4. Okay, so they did fix it. It no longer triggers rally. RIP. That used to be really fun and strong and powerful. All right. Wipe you. And anytime we can descend the mushrooms from the top down to the middle floor, they'll just merge. We'll just have more mushrooms. Totally fine. Well, you know what? You don't matter. Even if you make it up, you literally do 0 damage to the Pyre. I've got you sapped to hell. So what am I worried about? I don't think that's gonna work. It doesn't. It will work. I think it's a bug. It will work if the unit dies and is endless. So you can still make that work. I'm not gonna worry about it though. I'm not even sapping because like it doesn't matter. You thought you were done. Welcome to my, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to pay the 1 HP. And that's literally the answer. I love that mushroom stack though. We will want this man to be trampled. Spawn one for each consume card, sacrifice a fun guy to do damage, and apply decay to all enemy units. I would take it if it wasn't decay. I just don't think we need the damage. I really don't. I think we do need a Merchant of Steel. We still need to upgrade our units. The health is also a nice benefit. Well, okay. Dualism Rally. I can dig it. We can now Endless Bounty Stalker. Now he's playable. Do we want to multi-strike him? He will get real strong. We do. We want to multi-strike him. He's still going to be a very important unit for us. We don't really want anyone to be quick, I don't think. So I think we'll just leave it as is. Do we want to dupe Bounty Stalker? He's a good unit. He really is. I mean, I have nothing else to duplicate. So welcome aboard. Plus 12 damage and lifesteal 1. I would be willing to middle floor this one. I like the capacity. And we can chunk their damage with mushroom too. So, you need to be played. We got a Colonel. Colonel. We got another Colonel. Mushroom. Stonker. Stonker. And, oh yeah, I wanted him. Spore Launcher. There we go. I want the decay out there. One day if I descend you onto this floor, oh baby. I guess let's just put some rot on you. You're taking 300 damage. It's a shame that we're not really using the Paraffin Thug, because he is really nice to get out there and start getting money. But we're just not utilizing him, are we? Just don't need him. Just don't need him. Let's get the Stonkers. Drop a bomb. Sap room. So I could descend the mushroom stack. I'd rather descend the Colonel, because he's gonna buff Champion. Such a great combination. I'm sorry, is he doing 37 damage? I did not pay attention. That was a super tank. That's what it was. Oh. Ah. I didn't notice the super tank making it through. My bad. I guess we do need that trample faster than, or sooner rather than later. Let's be a little bit more careful there, because if he attacked twice, we could have killed us. Finally, we got our loam coat. And we can daze the boss, which really stops him from buffing the enemies. See, this is a problem. Thank you. Please die. Okay, he's not gonna make it through the floor now. I guess the thing is that the bounty stalkers were really crunching the enemies, weren't they? Like, the bounty stalkers were really making short work of those frontline enemy minions down there. Maybe I should have even played him on the top floor there. Okay, you're blowing up. You're not even doing anything. What are you even doing? Also, the boss is dead. How did that happen? I guess you do have 124 decay. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. We really do need the decay unit to be out there and survive. Deal damage equal to 3 times the debuff stacks. So it's basically an immediate decay proc, which is kind of cool. But if they have like 50 decay, it's 150 damage, but they're already taking 150. It's not bad. It's not bad. Energy, draw, capacity. I really want more capacity, but I also want more energy so we can play more units without having to hurt the Pyre. Draw would be nice. But I really think the only thing that matters is the capacity, which is really weird with the Pyre heart we have, but I just want to play as many units as I can. Units don't really need upgrades. Removal would be nice, but we need the Pyre health, honestly. Yeah, I'm going Pyre health. We don't get the option for trample, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's give you more rally. You're already a 300 unit. Oh, you. And I like a 1-pip cluster kernel. And maybe we'll just make you healthier. Dualism doesn't affect anyone. We don't need to reroll though, because like, what are we looking for? Paraffin Thug has not been important. We've not played money build. Endless. Reduce the unit's cooldown timer by 1 to a minimum of 1. Apply Evergrowth. We already have that. I guess Endless, a bomb, is fine. Even though it's not really that much damage at this point. Endless a what? We don't need anything. Just get out of here. Sorry, man. Hey, Chris, welcome to a little quick run of Monster Train after I've been playing some demos today. How are you doing today? Chris, I saw you playing some Death Stranding. Are you enjoying your walking simulator? One day I should play that. You gain multi-strike. Floor 2 is fine. The garbage we can play. I'm not that worried about it. I hope you're having a good day, as it were. I mean, the Penitent Prayer Stone is gonna die in one hit. I'm in Australia with a sniper rifle. Were you in Mexico? What happened to Mexico? Okay, mushroom. Colonel. Well, hold on. Rally. We could put it down here, but it's not gonna live forever. Not with the corruption happening. So, Colonel. 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 I wonder how many of those I could play. I mean, all of them is the answer. Do I want to play one more? Why not? Do I want to play one more? No, we need room for the mushrooms. Don't play any more. As fun as that would be. That's the only way that you could ruin it. All right, well that's real funny. Done it, moved on. We're getting through the game pretty quick then. We don't want to propagate or proliferate. Stealth doesn't matter, we'll still die. I guess propagation on stealth would be kind of fun. You could keep your unit stealthed up forever. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. So let's get more mushrooms. There you go, plus 62. Look at the mushrooms. Infinite mushroom stack. All right, you guys come out. You're big. You're still dead. Honestly, like, let's just stop a card from being added to our deck. Our mushrooms are gaining like 16 stacks every turn. Oh my god, I can't kill you. How dare you? Get out of my deck. I really hope that the collector doesn't. Oh, never mind. Collector already spawned. Ewok says, I have an insane mushroom run going myself. My best mushroom run that I've had in this game was I was able to make a run work where I was able to play an infinite number of cards, which meant that I could actually kill Seraph on turn 1 by spawning enough mushrooms that they one-tapped him. It was a perfect endless run, but it was like 2 hours long, so I didn't want to go any further. But that was a nice run. I enjoyed that one. Okay, we need to work on, I think, the top floor. These corrupted enemies are gonna make it through. So let's start playing our units. Even if they die, they'll just come back and be resummoned. It's actually good for them. God, if only we could give him trample. I want to give him trample. Ah, this floor, man. If you were wounded on this turn, I could kill you, or not I could kill you, but I could entrap you. Well, hold on, these guys are all gonna get decayed up, right? I guess the decay will only happen at the end of the turn. What if we... Three, 2, 3 days. No, you'd have 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 days. I think I'd descend you and then daze you for 3 more turns. We will get the maybe 1 stonker here and You're gonna die. Let's get another Stonker here, because now we can kill this front unit with the fun guy, and then he's gonna do 500 damage to a unit with 10 health. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Chris says, I also died once and was reminded that when you die in this game and in the first, it results in a massive explosion and a permanent crater on the map. How do they make that canon? Don't make sense to me. Let's put down a bomb. Spawn more. Presumably the big man is not going to make it through a 600, 500. That's gaining like plus 40, 40 every turn. Good God. I love him. What a scamp. You're not gonna die if I play you, so no reason to play you. Okay, we need more Pyre health, because I really like playing for mustard kernels. Problem is we just need damage from other units, because this guy can't really take care of everything himself. We could sap up all 3 rooms, like don't put the propagate room there, and then we have unlimited sap. The enemies will just hit the pyre and then blow up, so that's kind of fun. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Cheery death cap. A lot of extra units in this game are not very takeable because they don't have banner. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna draw this guy. Unless I draw him on turn 1, he might come out way too late. Sorry for the clink clink, my glass is loud. Tink, tink, tink. Power Health Merchant of Arms. I think we're gonna go that way for the HP. Although a Merchant of Magic with a duplicator and removal, I might go to the right. I might go to the right. But he goes, ta-da! He does. I haven't taken him yet. I don't think... Propagate keeps the sap going. I'm gonna skip. I would want another Mortal Entrapment, but I want to upgrade the ones that I have and then just duplicate it, because we do have a duplicator coming up, and Mortal Entrapment is a really good way of knocking out annoying enemies, or bosses for that matter. I didn't even see this card. It never showed up. So yeah, I'm gonna skip it and then just upgrade and maybe duplicate the one that I have. Well, that's unfortunate. Each turn, consume a spell, draws a card. I don't consume spells, really. So we'll whiff on these. Too late, not really that good. Well, spells getting an extra upgrade slot could be amazing depending on what we see here. For instance, I mean, yes. Yes, that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Intrinsic, double stack, rot. It could be a nice one to have. Mortal Entrapment, double stack, I love. I don't need it to be intrinsic, but the -1 is nice. We could also make it -2 consume and look for a remove consume if we get lucky. Having 2 of these with days 6 is probably enough, but I would like to have more. -1 in intrinsic. We could get another mushroom. We could get this thing. Get the book out of the way. Okay, give me the book. Because like I can pay for this. I just want it to be better and cheaper. I mean, here's something I could do. Duplicate it now, put this on one of them, and then if we get lucky, we can have at least one of these things be upgraded, but... upgrade it, re-roll it. Done. Wait, I can't afford it. Is it 95? It's 100. It's 5. I'm 5 short. I'm 5 short. You son of a gun. Well, we could proliferate permanently. A permanent proliferation. I didn't run the math, man. I didn't run the math. Oh, I need 5 gold. Can you give me a loan? Well, in that case, we'll still duplicate it. We'll have 2 of those in the deck. Remove, consume, holdover, proliferate's pretty fun. Propagate for the sap, decay. It won't do days, but, you know, whatever. Holdover drip fall's also real nice. Keeps enemies around so that they keep getting decay. Yeah, that's good. Because Propagate 2, I think I'd rather have a daze every turn. Let's take it. Let's remove the primitive molds. We just do not care. And I will take another copy of Mortal Entrapment, which is very good. Now, melee weakness sucks, but our units are very strong. We want Spore Launcher, and we want some cluster kernels. I'll pay some HP for this. We don't need to pay that much, though. That's as far as I'm gonna go. There's plenty of room down there. We can play more of them as we draw them. Even this guy, I'll pay for him. And then we can... Honestly, get the hell out of my life. I don't like you. I don't want you. I want you dead. He's garbage. What's going to be a problem is the savagery, but we can daze him and then he won't be hitting the pyre for 5 every turn. So I'm not that worried about him. Sap you. Put a bomb out there. Mushroom Stack lost its melee weakness, which is great. What? Oh, these assholes. I forgot about them too. You jerk. Well, I can daze them every turn, so they're not going anywhere. Also, the stealth would keep him around. Can't really do that right now, though. Why are we all dying? We're dying because you are doing a lot of damage. Oh. Well, we're gonna have to daze you then. Understandable. You know what? So the stealth will keep the pyre from taking damage. So that's still doable. I don't want to sap them. I want them to hit me for 1 and get rid of the melee weakness. Let's give you some regen. End turn. Could also put the sap on Seraph. He'll get sapped as he goes between every floor. Okay, so no one here's hitting the Pyre. Good. You're sweeping, we're taking 2. That's fine. You're hitting the Pyre. Okay, well, we want a Loam Coat. I think we want to propagate because we have room here. Proliferation here. Oh my god, you're gonna have 2 of you on the next turn, but we'll have Bounty Stalker back. And they're getting sapped, and they're gonna get raged. I think we descend you. Let's propagate all of your sap. And then if you make it through, you won't do any damage to the Pyre. You're gonna be sapped up. I mean, you're dying to the decay at this point. Okay, more heavy damage dealers coming in, but I can drip follow you. The daze is gonna be better. Okay. Then we can... Well, do we still want to just move you out of the way? How do we keep everyone else alive here? We got sap 3. I think we do want to move you out of the way again. And then we can sap you so you don't get any rage. It took a minute, but we were able to make it work. Stealth means that you're not hitting the Pyre yet again. Okay. Let's get a bomb out. I'm surprised that I'm able to work around the heavy damage sweep here. I should have had better health on these units. My god. They're all sapped up. You have 9 damage. You'll have sap 5, which means you'll do 0. You might hit the Pyre for 1. I could also daze you, but everything's fine. How do we want to do this? Cluster Kernel is a nice one to get out. Another one of them. More mushroom. Sap you. You're dazed for 6. Definitely don't want to move you down. I could move you down, and then you'll get propagated, so you're not going to do any damage. You'll just get decayed up. You getting decayed up is totally fine. What am I talking about? I love it. You're going to do 0 damage to the Pyre, because you will definitely die within 8 turns of days. I need to think way more about these specific fights, like the Relentless Waves, because, or like the Seraph fight, because there's specific things about these fights that you need to deal with. For example, this one, you specifically need to deal with the sweepers and the rage and the melee weakness, and I usually, or not usually, but sometimes I come here and I'm just like, I don't have any targeted damage spells, I'll be fine. And sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes that does not work. So you will die before the resolve triggers with 1 racking pain. I need to move you out of the way. And then sap. Well, I don't need to sap you. We can just sap one of you. You're not doing anything. You are not gonna hit the Pyre. Actually, the boss might just die to these guys. Well, no, they have units in front. He will definitely not just die to these guys. Rip. So we might take 10 damage on the Pyre. We gotta be careful because That's a lot of damage to be taking. I can get this out of my hand. I can get this out of my hand. We don't care about the sweep when you move up. We'll have enough health to kill you. What protects the Pyre from the most damage? They will do 0 to the Pyre. Not worried. Dazing one of you prevents 5 Pyre damage. Okay, I mean, that's it. That's all I got. You enchant Titan Skin, literally doesn't matter. You need to die faster. You need sap. And if I descend the flying unit, we won't take any Pyre damage either. He'll be dead. So we took 5, as expected. We descend you. You don't hit the Pyre. I mean, you weren't hitting the Pyre anyways, but you might as well do it again. Okay. Go ahead, kill my cluster kernels. They served their king. Man, how much better would this be if he had trample, though? 47 HP. A little light, but with our daze and sap, we should be fine. And we can play Decay on Dominion to make that go faster. I would love to draw days early, but I think we like the capacity here. So we're gonna start the way we've been starting the whole time. Actually, a bounty stalker will keep savagery from attacking the Pyre. And then maybe put out a couple of cluster kernels, because we need to stop there. We need to scale the mushroom stack. So let's get a bounty stalker going too, so we have one to play every turn and go from there. Because we can alternate play them on his floor. Now, you're gonna get decayed, die, and then get resummoned. Perfect. We can sap you. We can get you rotted. We're gonna apply so much decay to you. You're taking 1,000 damage. You're the one that we need to kill. Get out of my deck. Oh, but then you're not dying because of the decay. I don't need you to die right now. You can die next turn. That's fine. Literally doesn't matter. The only problem in this fight right now is just gonna be savagery. We just need to make sure he doesn't hit the Pyre that much. I'm probably gonna have to sap myself. Mushroom stack dying is kind of surprising. Keep you sap. You're gonna gain sap as you move. This is fine. You're gonna add garbage to my deck. It's fine. You're only healing for 8, which is a little awful, but fine. If the mushroom stack dies, it's not that problematic. We need to play 2 bounty stalkers to keep you from hitting the Pyre, because one of them is going to get decayed. Rotting you more would be nice. My units are making it up. Ah, but who cares? They don't do any damage. 3 times the debuff stacks on this unit. We don't really have debuff stacks yet. So, keep you sapped. They're gonna do 0 damage to the Pyre. We need trample. We're killing these units with so much overkill. You know what? Now we're getting 1 more kill. It's unnecessary, but I'll play it anyways. I guess we don't need to daze Savagery. We probably still will, but he's pretty weak considering he's been moving up. I think I will. Just daze you. Makes my life easier. The next daze might go on him. And we're looking good. Sap you. That book has been a really nice purchase for sapping these chosen assassins. It's been real convenient. Okay, 21 corruption on the mushrooms. Oof, oof, oof. Taking 200. You are dying, which is perfect. You're dying, which is less than perfect, but the replicated bounty stalkers do a very good job. I guess we could put a cluster kernel here. Every turn they eat the corruption. I don't think it's necessary. Might proliferate up here to stop. Oh, you're already dead. What do I care? We don't need a mushroom stack. We just need to stop taking damage. We're not really taking that much damage. So let's loam coat you. That keeps you alive for quite a while. The days for 5 turns. I mean, I think if we just keep alternating bounty stalkers up here, we'll be totally fine. As soon as we daze you, we're in the clear, as far as I can tell. Should have dazed. Or not dazed, sapped. He's 1,000 damage. I don't think I've ever had him be this strong before. There we go. So, you're not hitting the Pyre. I can have you... I guess they don't take decay damage on this floor. They only get the decay on this floor. They take the decay damage here. That's what's going on. Now that we have that holdover, we can definitely keep Dominion dazed every turn. It's very slow getting through this deck, though, because we keep drawing our, you know, endless stuff. Hey, a cluster kernel. Now they're gonna be decayed. You know what? Don't sat me. Then might take a couple of, no, you're gonna die next turn. 100%. 100 million%. End turn. I'm glad I duplicated that bounty stalker too, because having 2 of them, again, is able to keep savagery at bay. If one dies and then you just play the other one stealthed. It's a big surprise. But again, draw has been pretty problematic here. We definitely did not need more floor capacity. That was a waste. Either way, get screwed. Good job, 1,000 damage champion. I might have to figure out if there are super secrets related to the sigils. There probably is, but Like, I wonder if there's a way that you can actually get all 3 sigils or something like that, because there is the mushroom event, and now I'm like, okay, what happens if you get the mushroom event? Now just hit 11 million. I mean, I had an infinite run. I could have literally upgraded my champion to unlimited damage. I didn't do it, but I could have. Oh no, I think I was playing Lion's Mane, so I wasn't able to upgrade myself in that fashion. But you could. Get an infinite draw, get an infinite champion, one-shot everything. You literally could, couldn't you? You could endless, probably. Until you get cursed to the point where you can't do anymore. Best decay applied, most resolve triggers. And there's our deck. Back. I had an 11 million damage test subject alpha, says pissed off. Probably going infinite, right? That'd be my guess. I wonder how infinite you could go, how endless you could go. Does endless loop if you defeat the Titans again? One day, if I get a good enough deck, I will try that. For now, though, it was a good run, but it was Bullet, the best champion that I've seen. He's a freaking god. He is the most damage unit I've ever seen. He's fantastic. I love him, and I hate the trample version of him. I like trample as an add-on. When you have him doing 500 damage, then getting the trample is totally fine. But starting off on that path, he's pretty weak. Not as weak as other champions, you know, he's no Tethys. But, you know, it might be a while until I can win a run on all 3 levels of that path. Because eventually, I want to be able to fill out the logbook here, which requires me to make it to the third, to the third champion upgrade station after the second boss on the trample path. I want to see what the 3rd level is. But 30 damage. I could see this with like Umbra. Oh, dude, well, you can't take the Umbra champion. I was thinking, oh, just take Primordium and have him gorge. No, that's not going to happen. But you can get multi-strike. You can get multi-strike on Hornbreaker, which is Hellhorn. So you could give multi-strike to him in that fashion. Or the Lazarus League equipment adds multi-strike. So you could get multi-strike in the deck. God, the rally it's broken how good that is. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train 2.